Former Democratic Senator, now Independent Senator Kyrsten Sinema has made it clear over the last few months that she's just grown so unhappy with the Democratic Party, which of course is why she left it. But according to new reports, during a recent fundraiser with Republican lobbyists, she explained to them why she stopped going to the Democratic caucus lunches, meeting with her party, discussing strategy, things like that over lunch. And it all has to do, apparently, with the way they eat their Jell-O. Here is what the report says that Sinema said to these Republican lobbyists during a fundraiser while she's making fun of Democrats. Those lunches were ridiculous. Old dudes are eating Jell-O. Everyone is talking about how great they are. I don't really need to be there for that. The Northerners and the Westerners put Cool Whip on their Jell-O, and the Southerners put cottage cheese. I gotta tell you, Senator Sinema, I've lived in the South my entire life. I've literally never heard of putting cottage cheese on Jell-O. Now maybe that's just me that's never heard of it, but that's like super weird and gross. But it also doesn't mean that you can't attend these caucus lunches. It's not like a high school lunch where everybody just goes and sits around and, gets to hang out with their cliques. Business is actually discussed at these things. So what you're doing to these Republican lobbyists at the fundraiser is not just making fun of Democrats, but you're also letting them know how lazy you are. And I know you're kind of lobbying for a job with these lobbyists because let's be honest, that's what you want to do. You want to go out there and make the big bucks. That's why you've sold your soul. That's why you've done a complete 180 from the person that you used to be back in Arizona politics when you were pretty much a hardcore progressive to now being this weird, mealy-mouthed, moderate, centrist corporatist that nobody likes. That's the greatest part about all of this. You've just managed to piss off everybody by showing them your true colors, because this is who you are. That person you used to be, that progressive, that Medicare for all fighter, that was the facade. That's what you used to gain power in the state of Arizona and ultimately make it to the Senate. But now that you've got that power, now that you feel safe and secure, and now that you have an exit plan, you're letting these lobbyists, you're letting the fundraisers, you're letting the big money donors know that I work for you. You want me to sit here and make fun of these Democrats for how they eat Jell-O? I'll do it all day because that's fun, right? We're bonding. We're friends now. We're buddies. Give me a job. Hopefully you've got something lined up because Ruben Gallego in Arizona is running for your seat. And I will do everything I can to make sure that he takes that seat over from you. Because you are an absolute abomination in that Senate. You are a disgrace to that body. So you go out, you make all your money, you become a lobbyist, you do whatever the hell you want. But when it comes to actually making the laws, you pretty much are about as bad as it gets.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.